SLIWEB. I'm so proud to be with them. SLIWEB.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Well, Nasua Gulek for welcome una to another edition of the program Muslim Chatroom with me, Umar Jallo. Well, today I get a very special somebody I missed. We will join me through the discussion, and of course, as the guest gets a lot of things where he gets from make una know, as una don't miss this particular program. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
So you can tell me about yourself and what you do.
Well, first and foremost, Bismillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulullah. Me name na Ali Islam, and me na Muslim poets. I do Islamic poems, spoken word, and also again anashid.
Okay, so how long you don't do into Islamic poetry, spoken words, and nasheed?
Well, I would say like kind of like way back 2016, yeah. I began to write Islamic poems, but not today actually the journey starts like way back before that. But I switched into Islamic poetry in 2016 when I left rap music, hip hop music.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as a young Muslim, when they come up, what inspire you for begin do Islamic poems? At least we go get a message really sent to your company young man them out there.
Well, like for me, I get a lot of inspiration from different platforms and aspects. Yeah, because like way back, when I be to do the world of music, I be get motivation from different people in the likes of Eminem, Kendrick Lamar. So when I switch come over, when I left music first, I be just they cannot be get to side for go. So, and I still get the talent for write poems in me. So I check on YouTube, they watch some Islamic videos, and then I come across a guy named Kamal Saleh. So I watch in spoken word with Indo. So I be fall in love with him. Then also with the help of Yusuf Islam, one of the greatest Anashid singer. Also again, them motivates me with Bona Muhammad for I begin to write Islamic poetry. So I start at that time, 2016, I began to write Islamic poem. So,
as somebody where you already mentioned, say, na switch from the world of music and come back to Islam. How the journey done this since where you switch from the hip hop music and to poetry now. What thing that changes the way you sort of experience that your life since you come in for do Islamic poetry.
Well, the first experience we me discover now nonchalance, like kind of relax. Now I'm not in a worry, I'm not in a haste. Because like way back, you think for like I need for feature this guy, I need for feature this, I need for make it song, I need for contact this, I need studio session, and you try for catch up with the trend. You understand? So when I left camp, now everything is just relaxed because now the aim and the purpose, it don't change. All intentional don't change. So now it's a kind of like in a dawah form, right? So now I'm not doing anything for myself. So now I do enough for Allah Ta'ala. So even though there are challenges, we get criticism where they happen, get a lot of critics out there, but like you go deaf tone, you close the ears and try to do what do you think say like you good at, like the talent to Allah Ta'ala don't give so just down there, yeah.
So now as a young man and you get a lot of young people out there where they watch you or probably where they get a lot of other messages from you. So as somebody who do Islamic poetry, you get a specific message the way they portray inside your poetry or just basically this particular area normally you focus on for inspire young people or you company them way feel say then the worldly music, the hip hop, or now them they want for inspire for bring coming.
Well, it divided. The first part of it is like the poem, my whole poetry album, and focus on the situation and the condition of the Ummah. the effects, the things that really affect we, then also again with a solution, right? So down the line the whole album now the portray, because for do album a difficult thing, and our focus also again more on the women them, because there is a hadith where Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam states say and mention 3 times and say the woman them, the woman them, the woman them. So now if you look at the ummah today, a lot of females them out there, they go astray. These are now with sisters and where they put on the hijab. Likewise the other one them back again where they pray but then they put on the hijab. So that they follow the fashion, the trend, and then back they get a lot of challenges, the whole system they come at them, tell them some creepy, fearful things and like you've been oppressed, all of that. So this is why I developed the poem where I call She, and then they try for like raise the Muslim women then status like try for praise them, because this is all what poetry is about. Then the Muslim women are oppressed and are like a fight back, like the gig apply. So the one day where they tell for say the Muslim women they're oppressed. So if you go through the whole poem, if you not anti-Islam, you go hit the poem to some extent, right? So not like that, but it's very difficult for them able to compose something like that. Then the other aspect of them again, like they try to motivate other people out there, because like I've been in different record labels, like record label like WAF and these Diamonds in the Dark record labels. I work with Charles and Blue Music and all. So try for get, because I know folks out there would like them get the talents really, and they write beautiful poems. They are very talented, but they get the fear say if they can't do Islamic something, they're not gonna get no way, because these are
welcome them or they're not get that kind of audience with
fine, exactly. They're not going to explore. Because I've been there, I've been in the jungle. So like me back again, I'll be get that same thoughts, and I know what it's look like. So like they try for press them, say no, come over. There is more success here than over there. Then now you get physical benefits, even though you're not gonna be that much. Then also again, but the spiritual benefits ain't gonna be that much. Yes, ain't gonna be that huge. You understand? Like they use your poetry, they use that platform. They try for educate people about history, about Islam, about the beauty of the dunya, about life, and the reality, and tell them about the materialistic things.
Okay, and of course, my guest today na Ali Islam, and of course, I will take una for a very short break. Then we'll come back. Of course, we'll continue the discussion.
Islam was welcome.
My brothers, Al-Islam. She contains almost everything that the ocean contains. She is one of the examples that God is perfect. She reboots your brain. She is courageous, confidential, but she is always afraid. She is powerful and ununderstandable, like the weather that befalls the rain. She is the home of life. She is the grave that buried the child. She is sweet, soft and fragile. What he can do she can't, cause he is strong and rough, and she is meant to be loved, even though she can try. She will make the day beautiful for him just when she smiles. With a veil and a hijab, the 7 heavens notice she is more than their own ayn. She is beautiful because she is a Muslim, extremely beautiful when she dies. She is not a sex slave before or after sex she got paid. She is not meant for that. She might be the cause for the sun, the moon to be looking at us, just for she to be seen. She is not a sign of darkness, she is a gift and a light, so the night is meant for she to sleep.
Well, so we go welcome you again to the program, and of course, me your guest today. Na Ali Islam, a Muslim poet, where they do tremendous effort for CC instead of push Islam through in talent way in a poetry. And of course the brother they intend for launch an album very soon. So brother, tell me about this your album where you plan for launch.
Well, firstly the album entitled Thorns on Throne. It gets a huge meaning, really. The album, the name influence from the first worldly album where I be work on when I Black Throne. At that time I be study African history, the Fulani Empire, the Mensa Musa Mali Ghana Empire. So when I switch come over, so transform the name Thorns on Throne, because I come back again and can study the Islamic history, the lives of the Muslims during the time of Genghis Khan. They went through terrible situation, the likes of Dracula, and compared to now, from the Andalusia when we lost that kind of beautiful the golden age, the golden age when we lost them, to now, like back then, if you go in history, back then the Muslims were like beautiful people having a beautiful life, luxurious lives. At that time, you see when them they reach for zakat, somebody they put in charity inside bag. It they find people and for they get within the city. So they go na the roadside, they go anger the right say, you will they pass by, you in a need you can collect them. Imagine in the check there for 3 months, nobody know they collect them. So this now just be the life of the Muslims, and because everybody was okay, there were no cheats. So when you compare to now, Thorns on Throne, back then we were the kings, the rulers, ruling the people beautiful. But now, look into the happenings in Afghanistan, there's war all over in the Muslim land. And oppression in real lives them also again personally.
Okay, now you decide for name this particular album Thorns on Throne. So things say other title than they way more like beautiful or way more attractive or way contain a lot of other message, but why you choose this particular title?
Yeah, it's not about forget a beautiful name. I get a lot of beautiful titles, and it's about depicting the concept of the album. Just like I say, for do a album is very difficult, because from the first song or from the first poem to the last poem for portray a message. You understand, one message. So Thorns on Throne na a poetic statement or poetic line where actually they try for talk say the Ummah in situation. Back then we get the golden age, now we get the worst age. So you understand? So it just start like you and I be the kings right, and now you now are the slave.
So now how and when you intend for do this particular album launch?
Well, now on the 27th of November this year at Wilkins Road, Tismall, shopping, Tismall, yeah. So the 27th, that will be Saturday, yeah. It starts 11 o'clock. So now 20 poems not in the day. And we'll not forget the spoken side of it, and spoken word in two, yeah, that clarify something. You get the spoken word of itself in the, you understand? Then you get the poem, like we don't write the poem, where they read out the poem or where they recite the poem, they call it spoken word. So you get the spoken word side of the album, of the poetry album, where they recite the poem, that is where they record the poems then. Yes, everything has been done, 20 poems. And I think the last poem is one of my favorites, which is Genelution, gets Nas, Fatima Islam, and Rakia Tujalo. So everything is well set and prepared.
Okay, so now the date
it will be out for sales the 27th November.
Okay, so now for people who want for witness this particular launch, what's involved for lead them able match up to the criteria for lead them set the part of, or anybody want for support, give support to this particular program?
Well, firstly, the ticket price is 20,000 leons. Ikma Brothers will not ever do something which will be very expensive, because one let everybody come on board. In Canada, and I make them call edutainment with the entertain you, then again with the educate you. So 20,000 leons. And if you want for 2 years support, and very simple, you can either get the copy of the album, you can buy the copy, or you go now with Facebook official page, just type Ikma Brothers, or you type Al Islam, then you message me from there.
Okay, so what will be your final message to people out there when they watch you?
Well, the final message out there is no matter the talents we get, be it drama, be it poetry, be it music, whether it is rap music, R&B, or whatsoever, or dancehall type of music, or whatever you feel so like you do, then you get this thinking or this kind of concept, say you not go able for match them up with Islam. No, wrong.
So what's your final message to the one the way they out there we get talent we feel say, Islam not create room for them, or they can use their own talent say for promote Islam?
Yeah, well, it's very simple, just fight for study deen, you understand? Study deen, and you can be a dramatist, you can come inside, now already have our Islamic theater, you can come learn from them, or you come with your own idea, your initiative, you create a platform where you're able to portray the message of Islam, and also again be an example, just like I wouldn't be an example like we will be into music. Now we come inside, we transform the whole concept into poetry. You get the point. So it's very simple, and no matter like your talent, what you do, you can still come inside with your talent. Islam they shape them for you and Islamize them.
Okay, now so we would like to bring you the cutting down of today's program, and of course in Ali Islam, and now so again we would like to send special thanks and appreciation to the producer of this particular program, we na brother Abbas Kamara, and also the executive producer, we na Mohammed Kita. Remember, say you can also get this program at the Sierra Leone Islamic Web online television, and also you can get it on YouTube at Sierra Leone Islamic Web, and also you can get it at www.sierraleoneislamicweb. Remember, say, don't forget for tuning in again for this particular program, and of course, we will bring the program come to you. Mina Umar Jalo. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam.
SLIWEB. I'm so proud to be called a Muslim.